Today we're making this beautiful filet mignon roast. So easy to make, so tender, delicious. You can cut it with a spoon. Yum. Alrighty, so for this recipe, you're gonna need a full beef tenderloin. See, it's quite large. Cows are big. And I wouldn't recommend this for your average everyday meal. This tenderloin was $20 a pound, it's 7 pounds. So to give you an idea that how much this cost, it's a little expensive. But, you know, it's a special occasion this weekend, so we're gonna treat ourselves nice. But yeah, it's definitely not for your average everyday meal. All right, so while you're doing this, you're gonna need to clean off all the excess fat and then the silver skin that's below. You want to peel that off because that's very unpleasant to chew. It just makes it very, grisly and not pleasant at all. So we're gonna have to clean that off. You can ask your butcher to do it for you, but be careful when you do that because yes, they're gonna clean all that, for you, but they also tend to cut out the center cut and keep that for themselves. This little piece right here, if you're gonna buy them in steaks, usually about $25 to $30 a pound. So you don't want to do that. All right, so if you have some knife skills, I recommend cleaning this yourself. All right, so we're gonna get this all cleaned up. All right, so we got the meat cleaned. We got all the silver skin off. We have it in our baking dish. You're gonna have to cut it in half, unless you have a dish deep enough. But look at the marbling and that center cut. Oh, like I said, this is the best part of the filet mignon. So when you ask them to clean it, you're gonna see it's gonna be much shorter because they're gonna say, oh, in order to take off all the fat and everything, we have to cut it in half. But they take this piece, trust me. So you don't want that because that's the best part of the filet mignon. So anyway, here's what's left. So it looks like I pretty much took off about $40 worth of meat. All right, there's gonna be a little piece of steak in here. Cut those off, save it. Throw those in sauces. Like obviously the fat, there's a piece of that silver skin I was talking about. Like, look, like this stuff is not pleasant to chew at all. But the whole flap that's on the side of the tenderloin, if you ever order filet mignon tips at a restaurant, this is where it comes from. Because technically it is filet mignon. It's not the best cut of it. It's a little bit fatty. But you cube this up. You can use it for a shish kebab. Like I said, throw it into some sauces, roast it, grill it, bake it, whatever. But yeah, don't throw this away. This, yeah, you pretty much want to throw away. But this piece, not at all. All right, so I'm going to clean this up and then I'm going to tell you what to do with the filet mignon. All right, so now your meat is all cut, it's all nice and clean. You're ready to season. With steaks and stuff like that, I like to keep it simple. I just do salt. Now, don't be afraid to add a lot of salt. Remember what I said. Salt is a chef's secret ingredient, especially when it comes to red meat. So you do not want to be shy. But I'm only going to do one side. You could do both, but try to cut back a little bit somewhere, right? All right, then I'm going to add some fresh cracked black pepper. This really just kicks it up too. It's all on there. All right, and then lastly, just some granulated garlic. Like I said, I like to keep it simple. When you start adding too many seasonings and everything else, that's all you're really tasting. With a cut of meat this good, you want to taste the meat, not the seasonings that you're adding on it. Obviously, you want to taste those too, but you want to highlight the meat, not cover it. All right. So now, the key to cooking good meat, you want to leave this at room temperature for at least an hour, maybe even an hour and a half. You want to get this to as close to room temperature as possible. I know everybody's like, oh my God, that's dangerous, temperature's dangerous, but you're going to cook this. I promise you. All right, so we're going to let this sit out for, like I said, an hour and a half, and then we're going to get it in the oven. An hour and a half is an awful long time to just be waiting. Sure wish I had something to do in the meantime. Never a time waster, so it's cocktail time. That's right, yeah. So today we're making a strawberry pina colada. So good. All right, so you're gonna start with 2 ounces of coconut rum. 1.5 ounces to 2 ounces of vodka. God, it's such a beautiful day in New Jersey. It's like 75 degrees. Oh, no humidity. It's perfect. All right, about 2 ounces of pineapple juice. And instead of simple syrup, we're going to use about an ounce and a half of strawberry daiquiri mix. All right, so shaky, shaky time. And we pour. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? Refreshing. Perfect for a nice summer day. All right. Cheers. Oh, that's so good. All the goodness of a pina colada in a martini glass, but with that nice strawberry hint at the end. Oh, this is so dangerous because you could drink a lot of these and not even notice there's booze in it. So you make this drink, let us know. All right, so this has been sitting out for about an hour and a half. So now it's ready for the oven. So into a preheated 500 degree oven. That's right, 500 degrees. It's gonna go. Now, depending on the temperature that you like it, we like our meat rare, so we're only gonna put it in for 20 minutes. If you want it medium rare, do 25. If you want a medium, 30. You know, you don't want to cook meat more than that. If you do that, that's just a waste. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't offend you, but yeah, especially with filet mignon, you don't want this well done. You don't. But if you do, you want to put it in for 40 minutes. All right, but 500 degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes, and then uncovered, and that's it. And then when you take it out, you're going to cover it immediately with some foil and let it sit for 20 minutes to 30 minutes. You're going to see the beautiful au jus that it makes. Oh, it's so good. All right, so into the oven it's going to go. Yes, Lulu. Yes. The meat's in the oven. I know you can smell it, and that's what you're going crazy for. But it's got to cook. It's got to cook. Okay? It'll be out soon. I promise. Leslie. It's not fast enough. I'm sorry. It only needs a few more minutes. Just a few more minutes, Lulu, okay? Patience. All right, so we just pulled this out of the oven. We had it in there for 22 minutes. It smells amazing. You can see all the juice already on the side. All right, but once we cover it, I'm gonna cover it immediately. All right, we're gonna let this sit for another 25 minutes. And here we have a dinner fit for a queen. Enjoy, Lulu. Enjoy. You don't know where to start, do you? Or you want the steak first? All right. Good girl.
If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Poppy's Cucina. Thanks!